Hey Garth Gang, and welcome to the video. Today I'm just going to sum up my Badger Private League number 8 or BPL experience for 3.18. Originally I was going to do lab running. I ended up in the Shapers team, and there were some good choices for some lab runners outside of Pathfinder, which is one of the more common ascendancies to do lab running. And I thought I'd really give it a good go, or the good as I'm given to understand some American states say, the good old college try. So that's what I thought I'd do, because I'm planning on doing lab running in 3.19 anyway, so I thought I'd get my experience in. We went with a duelist, aiming to go for champion, some sort of totem build, and I found a 3.17 POB. I updated it a little bit and changed some things around, knowing that the gear would be probably not be able to get for that build. League start come, and off I went. I shot through, made it into town, got all my gems, shot through, got to mudflats, and came across 3 magic packs of rower, all who had steel infused. Now I picked up ground slam, and I did no damage to them whatsoever. As a level 2 character, no, level 2, almost 3 character, I was nearly level 3 when I come across the first pack with ground slam and a white 3 socket linked red 2-handed mace. I did no damage. I had chance to bleed and ground slam, and I did no damage, so I died against that mob. So went again back through mudflats. I didn't think to reset the area, which is my fault. Managed to get the first part to get into submerged passage. Found the second pack of steel infused rowers, died, had an autistic meltdown through a box of tissues that I have for my rhinitis on my desk across the room, in a fit of rage. Calmed myself down, went a different route, managed to pick up number 2 and 3, and then on the way to the submerged passage entrance, not only did I come across the unique rower, I also come across the 3rd magic pack of steel infused rowers. Subsequently died a 3rd time, had another autistic meltdown because I hadn't calmed down from the first one. I knew the route this time, so I got into submerged passage, ported back to town, back to the first area, went into Tidal Island, did that with no problems, come out of there, went to town, got all the upgrades and stuff, went back to submerged passage, walked round the corner, got frozen by a blue pack of those cold elementals that appear from the floor, got frozen and died, meltdown, went to reset the area, reset submerged passage, went a different way, a longer way, walked around the corner, no problems, got to the second area, no problems, walked around the corner, bam, got hit by those red exploding little mobs, and died, and that was it. I rage quit, I deleted my character and left the server. I posted in the lab running chat of my team that I had meltdowns and that my life partner was calling the emergency services because of my heart condition. That all happened my local time around about 2200 hours, because I'm an hour ahead of GMT time zone, which means if the league start is at 2100 hours, I'm at 22. If league starts at 2000 hours, I'm on 2100 hours league start, which is really late for me. Usually by this point I'm kind of calming down and getting ready to go to bed, because my son has inherited my autism, so he's autistic as well. And if I'm not awake when he's awake, he has a meltdown. So I have to be up at 30 hours every day, so I'm awake before he's awake. Which means come 2200 hours, 22:30, while this was kicking off, I am very tired. So I left the server. I had some medical examinations, took some medical advice. I did some PoE League on the Saturday and just generally chilled out. Spent most of the day playing non-PoE games, and generally stayed away from PoE as much as possible, just to let everything rest and relax. Sunday morning I woke up refreshed. I spoke to the BPL admin and they allowed me back in, and I levelled a saboteur with the intention of going as a fizz trapper. But I found a 3.17 tree. Obviously nothing's changed. Realised I wouldn't be able to get half the gear, so I cut it all down and got into about Act 3 I think it was, and realised it wasn't working out. I didn't like it. I didn't have the skills, didn't have levelling gear. There wasn't much levelling gear available. Most of the people were, in maps and stuff. So I grabbed a gold rim, grabbed a wanderlust, and off I went. And we ended up with a lightning trap and lightning spire trap build, and it went really well. This is a gear we ended up with. We ended up with this demon horn with grace, zealotry, and skitterbots. Now normally these trap setups has at least one cluster and 2 sets of auras. We're running 2 enlightens. Now if you don't know about the BPL, it is a private league where you have teams, and inside the team trading is free, and set people get to do set jobs. So the runners are going to be getting the enlightens if you find one. So there's no way I was going to get 2 enlightens. So I changed it. I sacrificed a whole gem socket. I couldn't think what to put in there, so I ended up with a cast and damage taken, molten shell, increased duration setup. I ended up with Assassin's Mark and Frostblink, which I life tapped. I ended up with this really cool 5-link, which someone threw a craft on there for me, and we ended up with lightning trap, added lightning, trap and mine damage, cluster traps, and inspiration. And then in our boots we ended up with advanced traps, lightning spire trap, trap and mine damage, and increased critical strikes. Now the POB I used for this I've actually unfortunately deleted now, but it was, if you look back, it was kind of a fizz trapper but without the cluster duel, and I just took some more life and a lot of the I can't show my tree either. I'll explain in a minute. Right, so what I did, I ended up getting, right, let's get rid of that. So what I did is I came through here, down here, went through to get this life node, because at the time I was thinking of going fizz trapper, so exang in a trap, and then seismic trap, so using the exang is live, so this worked. But obviously I got rid of that, and this was really helpful in early leveling. So I came through here, then I picked up Master Sapper, then I picked up Revenge of the Hunted, then I went for Charisma. I then came through here for Constitution. From there I went up and took Leadership, so I had a chunky mana, so I could activate Zealotry, some Skitterbots and Grace. At the same time we took Grace Reservation, Skitterbots Reservation, and obviously the 15% increased mana reservation. We then came down here and got Innovate with the expectation of going Magebane. I never quite got there. I then came down here to make gearing easier to get the elemental resists and max gold res. Got some more life, and I'll talk about the mastery in a moment. come up here for this munitions, and then came up here and grabbed Written in Blood, and then was going to go for Hasty Reconstruction and Doomcast. At this point, I realised I only had about 2 hours left. This was my time, 10 a.m. this morning, and I wanted to get a lot of points for my team, so I rushed through, got to maps, spoke to the team via Discord and asked for some levelling up, which I got carried. So knowing that I was going to be going into high level maps, or potentially high level maps with a lot of juice and damage, I changed my tree. I took coordination and came up. I'd already taken coordination and the mana nodes here, and then came up for trickery for the increased damage and intelligence. I unspec'd trickery and all the other trap nodes because I come through here. I unspec'd a couple of points I'd put into cooldown recovery, and I came through here, took this life node, blood siphon, this life node. I took these 3 life nodes here, and as I was leveling up, I was just putting more and more into constitution tree. I then took this node because I was moving. I was following the rest of the team round, which meant I was constantly moving, so regenerate 2% of life. So if I did get hit by a stray mob or exploding porcupines, I could hit my life flask and my 2 defensive flasks, and I'll then move around a bit and constantly generating life. I also took one with evil and this node here, just to make, again, the resists easier. And as I was gaining a few levels, I took just more life wherever I could get it. I eventually also took Conqueror's Efficiency in the node there as soon as I got into Act 8 to help with the mana, because my Lightning Trap was costing 19, I was spamming that, and it's 31 for the Lightning Spire Trap. So as you can see, I've only got 200 mana left, although again I have spec'd out of some points that would have increased mana and done more damage. I sacrificed a lot of utility and damage nodes because I wasn't doing anything in the team. Once I got up to level 72, I then again asked in the Discord chat for Uberlab carry, because Uberlab, getting your ascendancy done and getting an Uberlab fully ascended is more points for your team. So I got the Uberlab carry. I then hit Delve and managed to get up to 73, and then took Trickery. I ran out of Delve juice and it only left me about 15 minutes left of the time. So at that point, that was my time over in BPL. I really enjoyed myself for the Sunday. The last couple of days I was able to play. I'm going to concentrate on my IRL health over the next few months, and come BPL 9 and 3.19 I hope to be in a lot better shape so I can do better for BPL. I really enjoy the BPL. It kind of breaks up the league and gives you that little bit of a break, for me anyway, from deciding what to do. Flask wise, I ended up with self-rolling this. I dropped the item level 67 through the glass blows on there and just spammed it until I got the bleed immunity. I lucked out on this. I picked it up off the ground with the suffix already on there and threw an org at it, and yeah, left it at that. I rolled this. I was hoping to throw some more glass blows at it, but didn't get enough. So that worked out as well. In having the enduring and the minor cost of skills was brilliant. And these again was just rolled to get something useful. Being a saboteur, I'm immune to ignite and shock, I think it is. Yeah, ignite and shock. So normal lab, I took Pyromaniac. I then took Born in the Shadows. I did my own normal lab, my own crawl lab, my own merc lab, although that was a bit dicey. I was 3 levels under. And obviously for the Uber lab carry, I got chain reaction. So that was my journey. Just before I timed out, I whispered the leaders and gave away all the things I've been grinding, as much as the team needed to get on. All my rogue markers, all my highest contracts and blueprints, they all went to the team. and a few other bits and bobs that were I had. Some uniques went as well, so it was good fun. If you haven't done a BPL, I highly suggest you do one. It is great fun, and it's a different way to play PoE. The downside of it is it does start on a it starts on the normal league start time, which, as I said, for me was 2000 hours GMT, so I'm an hour ahead of that. British summertime, so it's 2100 hours. Friday evening, depending on where you are in the world, you'll need to convert that, and it lasts for 4 days. Now, the only thing you really need to do is level. Pick a character in your team, and from the team, because you sign up for it, you get automatically sorted into your teams, and then you get to choose what ascendancy you play from there. Now, you can assign yourself to do a particular role, whether that's heisting, delve, lab running, whatever. I'm just going to bring the website on the screen, just hiding some personal details. There we go. So these were the 5 teams this one. So we had Shaper's Echoes, which is what I was in. So you had everyone gets Ascendant, which is the Scion. We had Trickster, Deadeye, Berserker, Occultist, Saboteur, Champion, Hierophant. And for example, the Maven's Memories had Assassin, Raider, Jug, Necro, Saboteur, Slayer, and Quiz. And as you can see, each team had a different selection of ascendancies. Now, within those ascendancies, you need to be covering things like Delve, Lab Running, Heist, Beast, Rotors, and all those kind of the different game mechanics basically gets covered by people, or like me on this character, you just do leveling. Now, ideally, you want to be hitting level 85 or higher. I would have been able to do it if I'd have done one character and played the whole league. I'd have been quite easy to get up to that mark. And then, once you get into Atlas, you just ask what the team needs and you go for it. I mean, this one we needed heist, we needed some expedition, we needed can't remember what the other thing was our team needed. But yeah, it's great fun, and if you haven't done one, I highly suggest you do it. Like I said, the only downside really is that it is a solid weekend of PoE gaming. Now, if you have the time, great. If you don't, it can be a bit pressuring, and that's where I lose out sometimes because I have IRL responsibilities, and as per the start of this video, medical conditions which can hamper my ability to enjoy the league. But I had a ton of fun in BPL the last couple of days, and yeah, if you want to get involved, the best thing to do is to go on Twitter and follow the BPL. I'm not exactly sure what their exact Twitter handle is, but if you go on the BPL website, you should be able to find it there. And watch for the announcement for the next one. It is sign up only, so once the sign ups are done, once the league has actually started, you can't sign up. So if you want to sign up, you have to do it in the days beforehand, and they do fill up fast. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, Gar412 on PoE, Discord, YouTube and Twitter. Thanks for stopping by. I look forward to doing another video for you.